Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do something kind of fun for me, and that is an everyday carry video. I've seen these by different YouTubers, and I think it'd be fun to do one of my own. So I'll kind of walk you through what I carry day to day, things that have worked for me, and I've obviously tweaked this through the years. It's still changing, ever changing, but I want to show you what's in my everyday carry. So let's get it going. First off, I got my Fanny Pack here. And this is a Carhartt Fanny Pack. It's a little bit bigger, but not too big, so I can get a couple of things in here. It's basically got a big zip up here in the back, and then a smaller zip up in the front. And then when you open the back compartment, there is another zipper back there. And then also, I want to show you, I have three things that are in my pocket, and that is my wallet. This is a Chums thing. I don't know. I like it because I can fit all of my cards in there. Then it also has a second zipper in the back, so I can put if I have any cash or loose coins. And then I also, if I have I do a lot of different freelance work, and so I have multiple different business cards depending on the setting and the company I'm working with. So careful not to hand out my dentist business card at the car salesman lot card. Very common mistake. Big fan of this guy. For cell phone, I carry this. Generally, this is the Light Phone 2. I've had this for almost 3 years, about 2.5, almost 3 years, and it's a great device. I've made some different content about these devices. They're great. If I'm not using this, if I have to travel or something, generally I'll swap it out with a smartphone, and this is usually the smartphone that I carry if I have to. This is a BlackBerry Key 2. This thing still works in 2024 very well. Probably the best BlackBerry that ran Android, in my opinion. It's like a dream. So this thing is great. Generally, I'm rocking the Light Phone 2. Then I've got this guy here, which is just a normal. It's not a moleskin. It's a van pad, and I prefer moleskin, but the cost is a little pricey. But the only reason I went with this one is because it has a pen holder. So I'm a big fan of having a notebook in my pocket so I can jot down stuff. So this was from this morning. It just says Aldi and a quick shopping list, so I could jot stuff down. And then I've got my pen holder in there, and this is a Tombow drawing pen. This is the mono pen, and this is the 3 size. I find it just has a really nice little owenpye. I have terrible handwriting. Great having a pen on you at all times, and I like this notebook. And actually, I like to sit on this thing, so it kind of gets a little curve over time. So that goes for the 3 things that are usually in my pocket. My wallet, which I don't mind sitting on, and my notebook, and then my Light Phone 2. I don't sit on that. And then I showed you the Fanny Pack, but now I'm going to show you what's in it that I always try to keep with me. Some of these things are new additions, and I'm really excited about showing them some of them to you. So first up, the Light Phone 2 does not have a camera on it. I'm a big fan of taking photos. Generally, the camera I'm going to have on me is this guy right here. This is my favorite everyday carry camera. This is the Lumix GX85. The lens on here is just a Chinese lens called Miki. I don't know how to say it. But it's a 1.4 aperture 35. But this is a micro 4/3 camera, which essentially means that's the equivalent of double anything you put on here. So really the aperture is 2.8, and then the focal length, it starts at a 35. So that's a 70. So it's like a 70. It's a nice little portrait shooter. And I'm a big fan of this lens because it's all manual. And so I have to dial it in and kind of get what I want. Actually, I use a GH5 as my main shooter for YouTube stuff. This is equivalent. It's like the same camera, only it's smaller, so it fits in my fanny pack. And I like the strap on here. This thing is just great. The video on this thing is stellar. Again, this is the same type of camera I'm using to shoot this YouTube video, so you can get an idea of the quality. I don't usually carry 2 cameras on me. Currently carrying the Camp Snap as well, and just been kind of testing this thing out and getting my bearings with it. It's usually just one of these, but this guy is kind of the champion because it can kind of do a little bit of everything. Some earbuds, just some regular old Apple AirPod earbuds things. These work great for when I listen to music on my light phone. Just pop it in there and jam out. And these are fine. Everyone's got some of these in their bag. Not a big fan of the AirPods because they, for some reason, trigger a phone call on the light phone too sometimes. So that's very frustrating. The latest thing that I've gotten is this guy right here. This is the Books Palma. I'm gonna do a separate video about this, but this is a companion device. This is great for someone that uses a dumb phone like me and wants to stay connected if you need to, if you're out and about and you have to check in on a project or something. This device is great. And this thing, the e-ink, is so cool. And this is basically the sleep screen. It'll stay on this like calendar screen forever. Like I've had this sitting on here all day and it's at 100% still. So it just kind of parks on that screen. It's pretty cool. But it runs Android. So I can load things on there like my Telegram app, which is an app I use to communicate with a couple different people. My email, I've got my Remarkable companion app, which is great because I use the Remarkable every day, but sometimes it's hard to pull up your notes quickly on this. So this is a great like bridge between having a light phone, having a Remarkable, trying to stay light on the go, but still if I have to, I can jump on this thing. Which leads me to my last two things that are in this bag. One is this little like easel. Nothing fancy here. You've seen this. And I can put the books on the easel, which leads me to my last thing in this bag, and that is this keyboard. And this is the keyboard here, and it folds out into ta-da. So I can, hello friends, this is a YouTube video. I am so excited to share my everyday carry tech. So that's pretty cool. So that, my friends, is my everyday carry, what I use the most every day. Keep making the world go round. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.